Perfect. All right, gang. Welcome to another wonderful Thursday. Hope you're all feeling awesome. See a couple nods, couple thumbs up. Perfect.
Yeah.
Good. All right, so today we had a lot of fun on Tuesday, and today we're going to be using your stretchy band if you've got access to one, and a weight. So remember, there are lots of options to use for a weight. And then just make sure you have a nice clear space, circle of space around you to exercise in. And just have a quick check-in with how you're feeling before we start exercises and how what your level of breathlessness is today. Okay, so how are you breathing? Okay, and then with that in mind, you'll adapt the intensity to what you need today. And then as a reminder, if you don't see me moving my leg, but I've told you to, that doesn't mean we've stopped moving the leg. It just means I am not allowed to move my left leg because of a knee injury. So follow along as best you can, and I'll overcompensate with my arms. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, let's get a hand on your belly. We'll start off with just a couple recovery breaths. So breathing in, 2, 3, and out through pursed lips, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to change it up a little bit, and I want you to try your best to breathe in for 3 seconds, hold for 3 seconds, breathe out for 3 seconds, and hold for 3 seconds. And if that seems a little bit too much for you, then I just want you practicing breathing in for 3, out for 3, or whatever feels good for you. That holding can be the most challenging part. Okay, so breathing in, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, breathe out, 2, 3, and hold, 2, 3. Breathe in, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3. Once more, in, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3. Good.
What happened
And now
to
just
one?
Well,
Why
I
was it-
figured if I said breathe and then 1, 2, 3, that would actually be 4 seconds. And I thought I might get some complaints on that end as well.
Just puzzled.
I replaced the number 1 with whatever word I said there. There we go. That's a great question. Okay, but did that feel okay for everybody? Those of you that tried it?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's another good one to start trying at home, because that's going to continue building up that lung capacity. Okay. All right, so just get into that regular pattern of in and out steadily. Make sure we're exhaling through pursed lips. And let's start just opening up one arm at a time. We'll get you warmed up fairly soon here. Which isn't a concern for those of you in the Okanagan, because boy, is it ramping up to be hot.
No.
Even on the
No?
island, it is going to be hot here too.
No.
There you go.
To Kamloops.
Hot everywhere.
Mm.
So what I'm hearing is that you don't even need a warm up. You're already warm.
This is just right. Like porridge.
Perfect. Well, as you open up that arm, you're going to take one leg and you're going to cross it over and back. So cross it over as you open up your arm and back. Again, you are going to be alternating legs, but I've only got one working leg right now. It's doing its best. There we go. So you should be getting each leg working. Good. Maintain that steady breathing pattern even as we move. Good. All right, let's start. Keep your feet crossing, but now let's start reaching your arm out in front. Excellent job, team. Good. All right, let's get just your leg lifting, the opposite knee and opposite arm working together. So as one knee lifts, the other arm reaches out in front. And once again, a reminder, you are alternating legs. We are working both legs, not just the one. And if lifting up that knee feels a bit too strenuous for where you're breathing, your level of breathlessness is at today, then feel free just to lift up your heel rather than lifting up your knee. Okay, now rest there. Now put those feet out wide, so knees pointing out. And you can just keep your hands on your hips, or you can cross them over your chest if that feels more comfortable for you, whatever works. But we are hinging forward. So remember, we've been practicing that hinge where it should feel really good on that lower back. And it should feel maybe a little bit tight in the back of your legs. That's okay. And remember to pull ourselves back up. I want you tightening those glutes. So just like you're crushing a walnut between your bum cheeks.
Well, I won't touch that.
Yeah, you leave that one alone, Terry. So pull yourself up and then hinge forward again. Has anyone noticed an improvement in how far down they can go?
Well, going down.
Yeah, I
is
think
never a
so.
problem.
Couple of you have noticed that increase in
Yep.
range of motion. Awesome. Because it
No,
gets
I
a
can
little
hit
bit
the floor
tight.
pretty good.
Yeah, well, don't go that far. Go. Great job, team. We're going to do 3 more together. That hinge forward's a great way to warm up. A great thing to practice if you've got a sore lower back.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so again, it should feel nice on that back. If it ever doesn't, you want to just have a look at, is your lower back actually flexing forward rather than you moving just from your hips, okay? All right, team. Now, right from there, I want you to take your hands
Ooh.
and we're going to start making little circles just down by your hips. All right, now every couple of circles, just to wherever your arms, your shoulders, neck feel comfortable, you're going to slowly start lifting your arms while keep making those circles. And you can go up as high as you would like. You can go all the way up overhead as long as that feels comfortable for your shoulders and neck. And then once you've reached your limit, we're going to slowly make our way down. Okay, and so again, we're just making those little circles, slowly lifting up the arm. And now feel free to start adding in a little bit of a march. Oh, that's where it gets fun. So start to move, either lifting one knee at a time. I'm lifting one heel at a time. Good, so making those small circles. I like how some of you have adapted to, rather than moving from the shoulders with sore shoulders, you're moving more from the wrists or elbows. That's awesome. You got to go within your ability today. Whatever you've got today, that's where you want to be. And that little reminder to maintain your breathing pattern. Excellent job. All right, rest there. Shake it out. So now we're going to go across our body. Make sure we're sitting up tall. So cross the body back, cross the body back. All right, now if this feels pretty good for you, I want you to step 1 foot forward at a time. So just touching a foot forward in front of you, bring it back in alternating feet. So touch the foot forward and back as you reach across with that arm. Because as you know by now, I never make it easy for you. And now let's reach with the same arm. 1, 2, and switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2. And once again, I'm encouraging you to step forwards and back with that foot, alternating feet. Maintain that breathing pattern. Excellent job, gang. Good. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, and rest. Good. All right. Now I want you lifting up one knee to touch across. So lifting up one knee at a time, touching across, and hopefully you've got the movement. I am going to stop moving my knees, but you guys are going to keep moving your knees. That's a nice change of pace. Hey guys, you get to work harder than me today. Woohoo! You get to call someone up today and go, I worked harder than Jill.
Unlikely.
Likely.
No, it's guaranteed today. You're doing wonderful.
Oh,
She's
don't
just
make
getting
it
too
happen.
happy about that idea, isn't she, you guys?
Yep, I am always an advocate for you guys working hard for your health. You guys are awesome. Now, if that's feeling pretty good, can you touch elbow? And not even
Get out of here.
touch, just reach. Don't force it. It should never feel like you're straining. And those of you with osteoporosis in your back, make sure you're not rotating at your back, and nobody should be flexing forward to rotate. Keep the body up tall and just lift that knee up nice and high. Okay, so it doesn't look like this. This is very hard on your back. Keep up tall. Your shoulders can rotate, but the lower back doesn't flex. And we've been working really, really hard at differentiating between upper back movement and lower back movement. I think you guys have really gained better understanding and improved at that. Good, and rest. Brilliant. Okay, team. Now we're going to get into a little bit more cardio endurance. So what that's going to look like is we are going to do some intervals. So we're going to do 1 minute of work. And that 1 minute of work, I want you finding that kind of moderate pace. It feels challenging to maintain that level of intensity for the full minute, but it is not maximal. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
So 1 minute of working hard, and then we're going to pull it back, and you've got either 30 seconds of rest, or if you're feeling pretty low energy today, feel free. Again, everyone's at their own intensity. but you can work for 30 seconds and rest for a minute if that's what you feel like your body needs today. All right. So then you would just reverse. When I say rest, you would work. And when I say work, you would rest. Everybody with me?
With you.
All right. So starting off nice and simple, we are marching. Either seated or standing. We've got 1 minute. Let's go. March. And again, if you had to rate this level of work out of 10, where 10 out of 10 work is the hardest you could work, I want this to be around a 6 or 7. So you should still be able to talk, say a full sentence, but you're not gasping for air, you're not struggling to breathe. That is 30 seconds. So once again, I do encourage you to get your legs moving. With my lower body limitation this week, I've really been working on getting that upper body moving. So this can be a good example of how we can compensate for how our body is doing. 3, 2, and 1. So again, you might need to go into that recovery position where we're leaned over slightly with the chest up, either on the hands or the elbows. Maybe you're doing that to your nearby table or counter, so you're a little bit more upright. And just get into that breathing pattern. And if you felt like you could have kept going and you were not happy that we're resting, boy, you're going to push a little bit harder this next interval in 3, 2, and go. Marching again. And if you felt exhausted after that minute, this is a reminder, pull back a little bit. Don't be quite as intense. Find that balance of challenging yet doable. And maintain that breathing pattern. That was 30 seconds. Everyone's feeling good?
Yep.
Good. So some of you are still able to talk while moving. That's a great sign.
Talk but can't breathe.
Yeah, well, oh geez. Talking is good. Talking means you're still intaking air.
She's not a
And if you're-
respiratory therapist, you guys.
And rest.
She'll always choose exercise over breathing,
No, you got to combine the two.
but that's always
Although,
a choice.
one of my soccer players on the weekend got hit with the ball quite hard, right to the diaphragm. So she was winded. But she's going, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I go, well, you're talking. So that's a great start. Now we just need the pattern. So now I was coaching her through your guys' recovery breathing, which was fun. 3, 2, and we're starting up. But this time you're reaching one arm straight out in front as you lift one knee at a time. That's the same with you. You're talking, great. You're still breathing. Now we just need to control that breathing. But if at any point that you feel like you're struggling to catch your breath, you're taking in only half a breath, you feel shaky, those are all signs just to stop for a moment and go into that recovery position. Focus on your recovery breathing until you feel well enough to continue moving, okay? There we go, team. So that's 30 seconds there. Maintain that breathing pattern even as we're working. And remember, the more limbs that are moving, the more oxygen is needed to keep those limbs moving. So the more intense it is. You can always adapt the intensity for what you need today. Good. 3, 2, and now you're resting. Brilliant. So we're going to do one more interval with reaching straight out in front of you. You guys are doing excellent. Everyone's feeling good? Oh,
Yeah, so far.
2 responses. Oh no. Again, that's my breathing check. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good.
Right on.
Okay.
Don't know.
Okay, I saw a lot of thumbs ups and a couple sideways. So this is the last one with reaching out in front and go. So remember, our goal is always to keep moving for longer versus trying to move more intensely for a shorter period of time. So if you feel like your energy or breathing are struggling today, just slow it down and try to keep going for the full length of time, rather than trying to push yourself and petering out early. Now get into that breathing pattern. And I know it gets more challenging to do as we move, but it's super, super important. Breathe in through the nose as best you can, through the mouth if it's a bit too hard, but breathing out through pursed lips, super, super important. And got 10 seconds actually, keep going. Breathe out through pursed lips and rest. There we go, team. We're going to do a little bit of a different one next, and we're going to do just 2 intervals, and then we'll change it. So for the next one, we're going to have a little bit longer of that rest time. So if you are standing, you're going to end up doing just a little mini squat, so just slightly bending the knees and up. And if you're sitting, you're actually going to end up rocking back and forth just to wherever feels good for your body. But while we do those 2 movements, I'm going to get you rolling your hands over top of one another. I know, reminiscent of the disco days. You're welcome. Someone start playing Saturday Night Fever. And we're going in 3, 2, and go. So you're either doing your little squats or you're just rocking back and forth. Remember, the faster you move those arms, the harder it's going to be. Maintain that breathing pattern. Excellent. That's 30 seconds, so rotate the other way. So switch directions of your hands. Boy, most of you barely paused. That was impressive. Good, so either little knee bends while you're standing if you can, or rocking back and forth. Make sure we're staying up tall. We've got 10 seconds left. Breathe out through pursed lips. 3, 2, and rest. So we've got one more interval of that movement, and then we're going to move on to some strengthening exercises. Very, very exciting.
Well, we're warmed up now.
Good. Excellent. So focus on that breathing pattern. We got one more set in 3, 2, and go. Great job, team. So either mini knee bends if you're standing, or if you're seated, rocking forward and back. Maintain that breathing pattern. And we are switching directions of those hands. Great job, team. You're almost there. Do what you can. We're at 10 seconds left. 3, 2, and rest. So once again, that recovery position is either hands or forearms on your thighs, but keeping that chest up and focusing on that breathing pattern. That can be a great way to open up those airways. And just make sure you've got your, I guess you can't see them, but your resistance band and your weight close by. That's what we're going to move on to next. We're going to be working on that arm strength, building up those arm muscles. And as one of my U14 boys said the other week, they said, "Oh, you mean the t-shirt fillers, sleeve fillers." He said, "Coach, my sleeves are too baggy. We got to do more arm exercises."
Guns and Roses, you said.
I said, "Just wait for your growth spurt." He's a little one. He's about 5'1". He's 13 years old, still has a ways to go.
Yeah.
All right. But working with kids, I tell you, you hear the funniest things. So now I know sleeve fillers. That's what we're going to do next. So grab your stretchy band. So a lot of you have been doing this class for quite a while now, multiple months. And for those of you that haven't, it's so awesome that you're here. But if you've been doing this for a while, I have a challenge for you.
Okay.
I know, be afraid. So the challenge, if you can, and it all depends on how you are feeling today, but the challenge is to start increasing the resistance that you're using. As long, here's the caveat, super important, as long as it doesn't feel like you are straining yourself. But if we get into some strength exercises and it's starting to feel easy, then it is time to start challenging yourself just a little bit more. Without that strain, because you don't want that feeling like you're straining to move resistance, okay? So if you've got a fairly long band, you can try this. We are going to do our pull movement. So again, it's where it's under the feet and we pull towards us. But you've got a long band, you can double it up. And you can put it under your foot. So there's two options to increase resistance. If you've got a long enough band that you can double it up and put it under your feet or just one foot and pull, great. If your band is too short for that, then what you can do instead is take your band like you normally would, and put it around just one foot, but now my one hand holds both sides. So now my one arm is pulling double the resistance. Does that make sense to everybody?
Mhm.
Everybody's with me?
Mhm.
And then from there, that one arm is pulling. So you try whichever method. If you are interested in increasing your resistance today, and if the answer to that is, well, no, I'm not, I don't feel like I'm ready for that, good, listen to your body. Do what we normally do. Have one side in each and pull.
Isn't that
Okay.
resistance all in itself?
A different kind of resistance.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
All right, so make sure you're leaning forward slightly, starting with not much slack on the band, and then we are pulling that elbow behind us, and then slowly bringing that arm back towards our leg. Pull, and slowly bring that arm back towards your leg. Keep that chest up, lean forward slightly, pull. Try to start that movement in the back of your shoulder blade. Pull, and back. If you are using just one hand to pull, I'm going to get you to use your free hand and just gently touch your shoulder and make sure that shoulder isn't rotating forward. You want it to stay still as your elbow pulls the band back. So if you feel that shoulder kind of rotating forwards, then you're not using your shoulder blade, and that can actually be sore on that shoulder. Just pull that elbow back. Now, with all this talking, I'm dreadfully sorry. I've lost count. I think this is about 8.
No, 20.
pull 20. I don't trust Barry's counting either. We're going to say that this is 10, and we are going to, and if you are using just one arm, you're going to switch sides. Ugh. All right. And let's see how this goes. So pull and back. So now we're leaning forward slightly. Pull that elbow straight back and slowly bring it forward. Again, with that free hand, you're welcome to just gently touch that shoulder. Make sure it's staying fairly still. It's not rotating forwards. And again, that's where leaning forward helps. If you stay more upright, it feels like you have to pull it back further, which rotates that shoulder, versus if you're leaning forwards, it's easier to use that shoulder blade. So keep up that breathing pattern. Good, and we're gonna do 2 more. So pull, back, pull, back, and pull back. I snuck in an extra one, rest there. Good work, team. How's everybody feel?
Good.
Brilliant.
Whole back got a real workout.
Perfect. Just what we like to hear for the most part. So now take your band. My band is fairly long. If your band is long and super light, again, you can try doubling up. But this next movement is a little more, it's smaller muscle groups. So it doesn't, you don't want to increase the resistance as much as you do with the one we just did. So, but my band's too long, so I'm going to just wrap it along my hands so it's easier to hold on. And I am going to pull it across as, if I'm sitting, I lift one knee and then back, and then alternating knees. And if you are standing, you can either lift one knee or you can squat. Boy, I'm just picking on you standers today. So it is helpful to breathe out as you pull that band. And try to feel like your shoulder blades are pulling that band apart. Again, this is really one where you don't want to feel like it's straining. And lowering your arms is going to take some of that strain off the neck, if your neck is sore today. And final one, rest. Feel free to roll those shoulders back. Great job, team. All right, now right from there, you're going, oh geez, what next? You're gonna take the band. You're gonna put it around your back.
Oh, good.
And once again, this is one where you might want to wrap it around your hands just to make it a little bit shorter. Because what we're going to do is palms facing forward, sitting up tall. You're just going to pull your arms, pull your arms forward. Now, if you lift up too high, the band is going to roll up your back. You don't want that to happen too far, because nobody likes a band to the back of your head. It's quite uncomfortable. So just press forward and keep them kind of just below chest level, and then slowly bring that band back. Now, when you bring the band back, there shouldn't be a ton of slack. Okay, so you might need to tighten it up a little bit and pull forward. Again, palms are facing up and back, 2, 3. Straight arms, pull. Back, 2, 3. 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 pull, back, 2, 3, pull, back, 2, 3, pull, back, 2, 3, 2 more, pull, back, 2, 3, and pull, back, 2, 3. Excellent job, team. Bring that band back around. This is a great time to either do a couple of recovery breaths, grab a sip of water. How are those arms feeling?
Or good shoulders today.
Or, I know. So we're going to give those arms a quick rest.
Good.
You're welcome to just hold on to the band or put it to the side. And we are going to do 5 to 10 sit stands. Wow, no response. I love it. That means you're excited. So you've got 5 to 10 standing up, sitting back down, and it's going to be to my count. Now, remember, if you are not standing up and sitting down, then what you can do is you got your 2 options. You can either press your feet into the ground, clench all your muscles, super, super tight, and then relax. Or that second option, if you're getting a little bored of that one, is to put the band around your foot, and you can lift your foot up and press it down. And just do 5 to 10 per leg. All right, so you got your 2 options. Ready, team, and you are standing up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, breathing out, down, 2, 3. You guys are getting better at not plopping. Up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. Do your best, keep that chest up. But remember, if your knees are sore, push, you can lean forward to get yourself up and then push your bum back as you go to sit down. So up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, 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 up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. Awesome, awesome job, team. I think that was about 10. If you wanted to crush off a couple more, you go for it. But we are going to repeat all of those super wonderful shoulder exercises, those tiring ones.
Good.
Brilliant. So remember, there's 2 ways you can do it. If you are moving both arms at the same time, or if you were going to increase the resistance, then you can hold on to both sides with one hand or double up the band to work both arms at the same time as well. Okay, so do what feels challenging but doable for you. Make sure we lean forward at the hips slightly and pull. And then slowly bring it back. Pull, chest up, slowly bring it back. Pull, 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 slowly bring it back. Make sure that chest is up, that shoulder doesn't rotate. Good work, team. 2 more on this side. Pull, slowly back, and 1 more. slowly back. Brilliant. Switch sides if you are doing one arm at a time. If you've been doing both arms, part of that challenge is increasing the number of reps. So keep going and pull. Slowly bring it back. And if at any point you need that little bit of a rest, please take it. And pull. Slowly bring it back. 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 Pull. Chest up. Good. We're leaning forward from the hips. Good. Pull. Slowly bring it back. Pull. Slowly bring it back. 2 more. Pull. Slowly bring it back. And pull. Slowly bring it back. Good. All right, what was the second one, team?
I forget.
And the back.
What?
Straight across.
Straight across.
Oops.
Remember, you can double it up, or if it's a long band, just wrap it around the hands. Okay, and you are lifting a knee to pull it across. So knee up and pull and down, 2, 3. Good. Pull. Down, 2, 3. 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 And pull. Down, 2, 3. Good. Rest there. How does everybody feel?
Tired.
Tired.
Tired. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, I'll give you that. All right, take the band. You're moving it around your back. Did anyone find that the band rolled up their back?
No.
No.
Oh, good. Perfect. All right, palms facing forward and pull that band forward. And then it's back, 2, 3. Pull. 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 Back, 2, 3. Chest up, guys. Sit tall. Pull. Back, 2, 3. Pull. Back, 2, 3. 2 more. Pull. Back, 2, 3. And pull. Back, 2, 3. Woo! Well done, team. All right, put that band to the side. You will still need it. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
I'm worried.
Yeah, that's okay. That's good, actually. Okay, so now you've got your 5 or 10 sit to stands. And remember, you've got your seated options as well. And it's off to my count. If you need to rest for a moment before you join in, please feel free to do so. And we are standing up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, 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 up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. I think there's one last one. Up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. So that should have been 10. Well
Easily.
done, team. Easily. Yeah, we know that though. We expect it. All right, so here is what we're going to do now, gang. I've got something very, very exciting for you. So this time, and you're almost at stretch break, I promise. So take your band, and your band is going to go under both feet, and you're stepping down, and you're just going to hold one side of the band. Okay, and then you also need your weight. Okay, so make sure the side that you are holding the band is a little bit longer because your movement, actually, no, sorry, I mixed up which equipment was doing what. It can be a bit shorter. So your arms are doing two different things. The band is pulling up into a bicep curl. At the same time, your weight is pressing up overhead or to wherever you are most comfortable. Okay, don't push through pain, and then they slowly relax. So once again, the band comes up in a bicep curl as the weight goes up overhead, down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, 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 down, 2, 3, last one, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. Excellent job, team. And switch hands. So switch, which hand is holding which piece of equipment. And we are going, remember that band is curling up and the weight is going up overhead. That's 1, down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, 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 down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3,
Oh.
down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, up,
Cross training.
2, 3, that's right, down, 2, 3, 2 more, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, and up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. Brilliant. All right, gang, put that equipment down. Well done, all of you. Woo! Time to stretch.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, so you're gonna pull that one hand up, push that elbow up. You can also wrap it around if that feels best for you. And breathe. And switch arms. Great job, team. Make sure you're breathing out through pursed lips as we stretch. How did you guys feel today?
Excellent.
Yeah, I
Oh,
like
good.
it.
Good. Rest there. Now let's just stretch one leg out in front of us. Slowly reach down towards your toes. Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of upper body next week too, okay? So be prepared.
Yeah, I gotta
Okay.
miss these classes over the summer.
You gotta do
Yes.
them online, though. We can still do them.
Yeah,
That's
and they're
right.
great online.
This is true.
You gotta get motivated.
Well, I'll go to the gym.
Good.
Perfect.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect. There's also going to be some information sent out for this group. I've put together a summer discount on classes that I offer outside of BC Lung. So that will be an option for you as well.
What, on Zoom?
And switch. Yep, they're on Zoom. They're privatized, so they're not subsidized. There is a fee, but I put a big discount on them to make them a bit more accessible just for the summer. While BC Lung doesn't have their programs running.
So they're not
And then-
necessarily geared towards BC lung type activity then, or they're more?
Nope, they're pulmonary rehab classes for sure. Yeah, absolutely. So just smaller groups.
Right.
Mhm.
I think that's wonderful, Jill.
Perfect. Yeah, so if that's of interest to any of you, I think that information is getting sent out soon, but that will be an option,
Thank you.
Thank you very
of course.
much.
Why
Absolutely.
isn't BC Lung going full year round though?
It's a
Why?
couple different reasons. Drop that leg back behind you, gang. So BC Lung operates on grant funding. So they have a limited supply of money available to run programs, run their entire foundation, everything that they offer, not just these classes. And so one way of managing that, plus a lot of people taking vacation time all throughout summer, all of their staff, just made it kind of, okay, well, these 2 months is a better opportunity to spread out the funding. So that it kind of lasts throughout the whole year, especially while so many people are away.
Makes sense, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. And switching legs. I think they've found this is, I can't stretch that. What am I doing? Other leg back behind you guys. Silly me.
Yard on that leg.
Yeah.
You're not working it hard enough.
How does
Oh.
your leg feel, Jill? How does your leg feel?
It's pretty sore today. I've been working it pretty hard the last couple days, and it's I'm seeing some improvements in just its range of motion, which is great. It's going to be a little bit unstable. We call it a sloppy joint.
Yeah.
My physio likes to tease me. He goes, "Oh yeah, it feels pretty sloppy. What did you do?" But overall, it's feeling pretty good. I think sometimes, to some extent, good is a mindset. So
Right.
yeah, it's not helpful for me to get frustrated. So all I can do is just go, well, it is what it is. Keep moving forward. Keep doing what you need to do.
Yeah.
And when do you see your surgeon?
Oh, no idea. It might be up to a year.
Are you gonna wear a brace
Bravo.
until then?
Yep, I've got a brace and I was wearing a brace before. Let's also shift into a different stretch, guys. Let's push one arm down, reach the other up. So I did have a brace. Unfortunately, I wasn't wearing it while coaching on the Sunday that it happened. But it was still pretty unstable. So I think it would have happened at some point for sure. So I'll have to just be extra careful with it if I get on the surgery list until it happens.
Well, will you be able to take out that new knee as well?
Will I be able to do what, Clancy?
After the surgery, will you be able to take out that knee as well as this one?
What do you mean, take it out?
Well, it's taken out now, isn't it?
Yeah,
You took out your knee,
yeah.
so you have surgery and you're still in soccer and you're still coaching. And would it happen again to the surgical knee? Or is that stainless steel or something?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, there's always a risk of re-tearing it for sure. Because that's what I did last year, right? Last year I re-tore kind of half of it. I worked really hard at rehabbing it, but it was still just a bit too unstable. So I just tore the rest of it this year. I just think one of the key reasons is 2 years of COVID shut down a lot of activity.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit more at risk coming back playing sports last year,
Yeah.
right? 2 years of limited access to your sport and training and the gym. I did things at home, but it's not quite the same. So I think that's kind of what led me to a heightened risk of tearing it last year. It was just a really weird bit of a fluke, really.
Well, and a bit of frustration with the brace because you weren't putting it on when you would be playing, like, coaching. You left the brace off.
On Sunday, I did. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's either uncomfortable or frustrating or
Bye,
it's a
Richard.
nuisance.
Yep. Kind of is what it is, though. You just got to go with it.
Mhm.
All right, gang. Finish off with a deep breath. So I encourage you either keep your hand on your belly or open up your hands or lift them up. But we're going to breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shake it out.
Take it out, baby.
Okay.
Thank you, Jill. Thank you, Maureen.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you,
good
Thank you so
weekend.
much, everybody, for joining in today. I
I've
will
got-
see you all on Tuesday